Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
It's the Clear Vision Podcast. You have me in the flesh, John. You got my boy Trevo,
Yee.
my boy Eli,
What up? What up?
and yours truly, Brian J. on the boards.
On the board.
We have a extra guest here as well.
Whoa.
I just want to continue, with the in case people sing that part along with us. We have Jozzlin Wilson on the pod as well.
Shout out.
She's a regular. She's a visionary. She's been here before. But
Family.
before we get too much into it, Trevin, where can they find us at?
You can find us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course here at YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, put a friend on. We're growing, expanding. Let's do it.
Yeah. And Eli,
Yes, sir.
we have a listener letter today, guys.
Wow! Praise God! Praise
Amen.
God! Finally, man.
Yeah, but how can somebody else leave a listener letter?
Yeah. So for that listener letter that we do have today, stay tuned. At the end of the episode, we'll go over that listener letter and we will comment on it if it's needed. But if you want to leave your own listener letter, go to clearvisionpod@gmail.com, clearvisionpod@gmail.com, and let us know what you're feeling. If you have a topic you want us to cover, if you have any questions from any past episodes, and also there's no limit to how many listener letters you can put down, man. If you already dropped two this season, man, drop one every time, man. Make somebody compete with you, man. So bring in those listener letters. We need it for the pod for sure.
Yeah. And again, that's clearvisionpod@gmail.com. BJ, how can they send us some bread? How can they?
Oh man, do you believe in clear vision?
Man.
Yeah, you. You believe in the dream? Are you a visionary? Man, hit us up, man. Cash App $ Clear Vision Pod, man. If you believe in what we're doing, if you believe in the movement, man, drop us a faith seed,
There we
man.
go.
Praise God, man. $5, $10, 20, 100, 1,000, million, whatever
go.
that may be to you, man. Bless us, man. Clear Vision
Wow, thank you,
Pod.
BJ. BJ, you do great at that.
Well,
Thank you for that.
I'm a master marketer in some way, shape, or form.
There we go.
Praise God.
There we go.
Praise God.
Also, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram @ClearVisionPod. Dang, that's all I gotta say now, huh? That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
it.
man.
We took
Yeah.
a job.
Oh, we have a Facebook page as well. Follow us on our Facebook page if that's what you rather be on. My brother, I was talking to my brother and I brought up Instagram. He said, "Y'all niggas really on Instagram?" I was like, "Yeah." Said, "Nah, only fuck with Facebook." I'm like,
There you go. See, that's my kind of guy. That's my kind of guy. I'm not that aggressive with it.
Yeah, no, he got on my head for having an Instagram. But
Wow.
Damn.
yeah, bro, he got on my head. He like, bro, I pulled up, I'll open Instagram to show him somebody. He said, "This nigga got an Instagram." Yeah.
That is
But anyway,
crazy.
no, man, y'all know how we start off our episodes. We start off with our past 7 days, man, and I've been going first the last few episodes, so I'm gonna hand.
Let me take it.
There we go.
Oh,
There you
Let
go,
me
Trevor.
take
There we
it.
go.
Go
Praise
last, Trev.
God.
Go ahead.
Praise God.
My last 7 days were powerful,
Find some words, Trev. Find some words.
life changing,
There you go.
masterful.
There you go.
No, man. I unified through marriage with my wife this past
Good
Sunday.
answer. Good
And,
answer. Good answer.
That was probably the happiest day of my life. That was, as far as like just pure joy, genuine just happiness. I just felt at peace, looking out and seeing all of those that support me, just having a great time and celebrating me and Dion. It was fulfilling. And I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to everyone who came and sent us wishes and were there for us, because me and Dion, that was not a show. Like, we really love each other, from our hearts. And so just to have you guys there to witness that and, to go through that with the people that we both love. And it was just, man, it was a lot, man. And I've now that the dust is settled, looking back on it, that's gonna go down as just one of the happiest days of my life, bro. So
Wow.
Facts.
that's all I wanted to talk about was that day, man. But it was awesome, and I love you guys. You guys were all there supporting me, and it it meant a lot to us. So yeah.
Praise God.
Great
I
answer.
got the ring, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? When you put the band on it,
Hey, come on, Trev.
Whoa.
You're gonna start doing this more often,
Well, I do it a lot. I'm already like, man, let me think about it.
You're gonna be like, you're gonna be thinking.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Hey,
Take it.
Eli, do you have like one to work out in? Because I don't want to scratch this one up.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna cap. My wife didn't like it at first. So what I did, so when I played basketball at first, I took it off. Because I took it off when I played basketball. But working out and everything is good, but the longer you keep it on, the quicker it'll adjust to just your finger.
Okay.
But I'll do advise when you play basketball because we getting busy. You don't want that thing to sling off. You know what I mean? If it is a little loose. So
Okay.
come on, BJ. Come on. Anyways, but bro, that I do advise for basketball at first, but don't let me say it though. Talk to your wife.
Holla at baby girl.
Yeah, holla at Dion. See how she feel about it.
Okay, I respect it.
Man, Eli, bro, you wanna go next?
I'll go next, man. No, my last 7 days was wonderful, man. It was particularly Sunday was beautiful, man. Like he said, we went to the wedding. Me and my wife, man, we were there, of course. Just having a great time, man. Y'all was at my wedding, so we kind of knew like the feels, and it was, bro, your day was perfect, bro. It was perfect, man. It was a great day outside. Everything went great, man. It was beautiful, man. So yeah, man, that was really, that was the highlight of my week. There's really, the kids are good, potty training, trying to walk.
There we go.
Amen.
All that,
Good
man.
stage.
Work's been going good, man. So yeah, man, we're living, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to my wife. I didn't even enter, man. Let me give her intro, man.
There we go.
Get right.
Of course, we, like John said, we have a special guest, man. The return of the Queen, man. She's back. She was on the episode with the Queen. Check that out. That is a beautiful episode.
Great episode.
Talking about birth experiences and stuff. So and pregnancy. So it's a great episode. Check that out. Yeah, man. This is like I said. This is my road dog. Of course, this is my best friend. I said, that some people in life you can't live, without, and this is the one. So I love her to death. Obviously, I talk about her more than probably anything on this podcast. So yeah, man, this is the Queen, man. The return of the Queen, man. Jozzlin, man. Yeah.
Welcome back, Jozzlin.
Back.
Hey.
Glad
How was your past 7 days? Was it swell?
Swell.
Yeah, so I guess the week starts with Sunday. It was fantastic. I love and I love weddings.
Especially black love.
Oh man, it just gets me. And I'm like, every time we like watch something like wedding wise or like relationship wise, I'm like, I can do that all over again. Yeah. Right. I'm like, Dion was so gorgeous. I'm like, I can do this. I can have another wedding.
Stop going to weddings,
right? And then I think about
how scary movie.
There's a lot by the scenes, though.
But no, it was so beautiful, and it makes me love you guys. Just seeing how much that you guys love each other. And it had me all in my feels, had me loving my husband just a tad bit more. I'm
glad.
So beautiful.
She sat next to me, so
I love it.
Yeah, it was amazing. The kids have been good. We've been really good.
Yeah,
I've been really hard this week.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That's really where we've been.
Great answer.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
Oh man, John, let me go because mine's gonna be real short and sweet. Praise God.
Praise
Simplicity
God.
is key, of course. Trevin, man. What a great day. I personally say my highlight. Trevin, I always knew you were good with your words, bro. Bro, your vows, bro.
Beautiful.
Yes.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Praise God.
That was heavy, bro. Like
Praise
I was
God.
like,
bro, I was saying amen.
I don't, bro. Trevin, I'm be honest with you.
Tough.
I don't know how you didn't cry, which I don't know if you did. but just the fact that you could see Langston over the hill,
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
knowing that you met your
That was
wife
crazy.
as you are
It's like
I got
full
emotional.
circle.
spilling your
Yeah.
heart, your son right here on the front row.
My mama crying. I hear her in the background.
I'm
behind
just
me.
like,
Damn.
this is so crazy, bro. I'm over there like acting like I'm crying, but I really am. Like I'm like, dang, like this is. That's what I gotta say, bro. It was that, bro. That was heavy, bro.
Thanks,
like,
bro.
That was
Thank you.
was heavy, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Praise God.
Well,
Praise
you know,
God.
I'm a kind of piggyback, bro. Like that's really all. That's been the highlight of my 7 days. I really ain't thought.
How
about
can it not?
nothing else.
Nothing
I
else,
haven't
bro.
thought about nothing else in my past 7 days, bro. Besides Trevor's wedding,
Bro, your wedding was so cold. I took off the next day, bro.
Like I don't need money. I just need love. I need this space that I'm
I just
in
need
from
to
Sunday.
just collect myself.
No, bro. It's my last 7. Like I said, bro. It was anything bad that possibly happened my last 7 days. I literally don't remember because your wedding, bro. It was a love never fails, bro. That's mine. Whenever you do something out of love, it'll never not work out, bro.
Mhm.
That's my true belief. So like,
That's
you
real.
know, it was just great seeing y'all, bro. Great vibes, great music, bro. Shout out to DJ Brian
Oh,
J.
come on.
Oh,
man.
On the boards,
man.
God,
Who's that?
late.
Hey, he had us
Oh,
rocking,
man.
man. He had
Who
us
was
rocking.
that?
Come on. Oh, who is it? The one.
No, he did. It was just, bro. And love was just present, bro. All of us was present. It was a very. It was cool, bro. Y'all know how I am about marriage, bro. But at the same time, it's like I definitely see like the beauty in it. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can deny the beauty of marriage.
Right.
And it was just seeing y'all, bro. Like y'all look genuinely happy, bro. Like up there. I don't know how anybody could question, you know, because man, it was like y'all were definitely speaking from the heart. Dion, she had 2 pages, bro, but I don't remember her looking. She looked down, but I don't know if she stuck to the script, bro, because it was like it was hard, or did she memorize it? But it seemed like it was just coming from the heart, bro. And if you telling me something from the heart, I'd rather that a million times versus something you had to think about. It's just more authentic and real, bro. But y'all two talking to each other, bro, up there, like y'all look like best friends for real, for real. And how long y'all been together?
A little over 4 years, almost 5.
See, bro, and like to get to that stage, bro, y'all's relationship and still feel like best friends. And that's when people even ask questions like, "How you and Carrie do?" Man, we're just friends, like over anything. Like if the boyfriend girlfriend label didn't exist, that would be my best friend. You know? What I'm saying? And I think that's the most important thing. Just like, you know, I don't know, man.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Bro, y'all know how like anytime like Drake say something and everybody be like, "Oh, bro." When Trevin said Dion K, I said, like, bro, I don't even know. It was just how he said it, bro.
You broke up. What'd you say? You broke up.
Nah, it's too late. Never mind. I don't know.
Damn.
Well, it was kind of like how you know how Dion was calling you Trevin Douglas. And I guess you call her Dion K. Like maybe that's y'all's thing.
But I'm serious.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. It's like
that's
that was. I don't know why I thought that part was fire, but I don't know.
And bro, I almost so just for the visionaries out there, you know, that don't know, man. I actually a week and a half ago, I lost my Aunt Michelle, and that was outside of my mama, that was like my favorite adult ever. She's like my best, you know, supporter, my number one fan. She actually, like when I have a girlfriend, you know, growing up, I would take her to Aunt Shell, you know, to meet her. And Aunt Shell would give me like the thumbs up or the, hey, let me holler at you, Trey. Like, she was real, bro. Like she knew people when she met them. She looked them in her eyes. They have a conversation. She was just like, she would embrace them, everybody, but she knew who's who, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's good.
And the first day I took her over there for Thanksgiving, bro, 2016. I took her over there and she said, Dion, do you mind stepping out? And you know, I gotta talk to Trev real quick. And I was like, okay, it was weird. I was like, Aunt Shell, well, don't be weird. Why you being weird? And she sat me down. She said, "Don't let this one go."
Wow.
She said she was talking. I was talking to you.
That's about to make me cry, Trev.
Bro, she said while she was talking to me, she was looking at Dion. The way Dion was looking at me whenever she met her, she knew like just how she was like really observing me, looking at. She knew, bro. She knew how much she already cared about me. So it's like, don't play with her, bro. She was like, do not play with her. And I was like, yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
I respected it. So no, I was in very emotional space, man, whenever Aunt Shell passed. But it goes to show you that like through everything, God is still good. He's gonna allow you to get through
God.
what you're getting through. You know, like the saddest day of my life was followed up with the happiest day of my life. And so it's like, thank you, God. I can't thank nobody else but God. You know,
Amen.
So,
Amen.
Powerful, man. Powerful.
I love that.
That's great, bro.
That was beautiful, man.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
And man, like I told you, bro, over the phone, man, the energy of her will always be there. Some way, somehow, it's gonna find a way to present itself. And I know, you know, we spoke off, and you probably don't want to speak on it, but it's, you know, even with it's perspective, bro. It's how you see life. You know what I'm saying? You can either be getting punched by life. You can get punched by life as long as you get up. But then there's people that are like, man, I don't want to get punched no more. Just stay down. You know, it's, you know, just even thinking about like it's crazy. Just the music situation, bro. It was such a blessing, bro.
It was. BJ, I don't even know if you know about that.
It was such a blessing,
bro. So whenever Dion, to the visionaries out there, we'll try to be quick. But whenever Dion was walking out with her mother, the music kind of just cut off.
Oh yeah.
And bro, I spoke with my mom yesterday. You know, Aunt Shell, my Aunt Michelle, that's her sister, that's her best friend. She was a wreck, bro, the week before, but so she really needed that day too. But whenever she saw Dion coming out, she said she started just getting like that bad cry where she felt like she was gonna lose her breath, bro, and she felt like she was gonna make a scene. She felt so bad, and she just closed her eyes, couldn't even look at Dion because she didn't want to cry and make that, you know, interrupt her moment, right? And then the music stopped, right? And it was off for a while, and she was able to pray and use that time to gather herself together and actually watch Dion when it was time, bro, and really enjoy that moment. Like that's cold, bro. That's cold. God is working for us, bro. He's always there.
I'm glad it was God. I thought it was the devil, bro.
Bro, but exactly the perspective. That's perspective, bro. Because when after it was over, bro, that's what beat it. Like, man, I feel like the devil really tried to get us.
My mom wanted me to tell you thank you actually for that. I was like, it wasn't purpose. It was not
on purpose.
But I just think that's so fire, bro. Is you know, all of our loved ones, bro. I mean, all of us have loved ones that aren't physically present, but I feel like once we just start understanding, bro, like those are our angels, in my opinion, my life. I feel like everybody that's deceased, the ones that I've never even heard of before, are like right here with me everywhere I go. That's why, like, I feel comfortable everywhere. You know, maybe I may, you know, feel I have that edge of uncomfortable, but then when I realize, like, man, I'm around some powerful people are surrounding me everywhere I go. And it's just very comforting feeling like that everything gonna be okay.
There you go.
But man, guys, this is a beautiful intro. Jeez. And we have a great topic today. Shout out to Jozzlin for this topic.
To the queen.
You know what I'm saying? And it's something that we need to talk about, you know, is the topic is what is being Black. And I feel like this is such an important question because I've spoke on it, not on video, but I've spoke on it, and with and my perspective has changed a little bit from it. But I think it's more people that probably thinks like I did think about it.
Absolutely.
And probably needs to hear this, just like I needed to have the conversation with, you know, the people that are present. And I just think it's important, man. What is being black? What is being black?
I love it.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to start it off.
Okay.
I'd rather BJ, how do you feel about starting it off, bro?
Oh yeah, because simplicity is key, man.
Come on, man.
Um,
I need some of that.
what it means to be black, and I think we've discussed because I feel like our blackness is so important to us.
Yeah.
We've throughout season 1 and season 2, we've touched on this topic, bro. I believe I said this before, but I consider it an honor to be black, despite us being,
Targeted.
our history, what our ancestors went through, the things that we're still going through daily. I still find it an honor to be black. Even, and I don't even know if this is off topic, but it's like even in corporate America, of how as a black man I have to move so different, but it's gratifying because like even in that there's still like power in my blackness, because
Absolutely.
it's like can't no one else like have the power that I do and then come in with like some J's and a wave cap, like wait for 8 o'clock to come, and I'm like a supervisor, bro. So it's like that might sound, but that's like power, bro. So like I can still be myself and come in here like, yeah, nigga, this, yeah, like what's up?
Yeah.
So simplicity, I just see like it is just genuinely, it is an honor to be black, and I want to thank every Vincent that came before me, my grandpa, my great grandfather, my parents,
Amen.
all the the lineage of Vincents and Shaws, and I just appreciate everyone who's came before me. Good answer.
Amen.
Good answer, DJ. Good answer, DJ. Good answer.
Praise God.
Man. Praise God.
I'll try to pick up. I'm gonna be brief because as a multiracial man,
Not you, Trev.
I represent.
What are you mixed with?
Mexican, white, and black.
Oh, okay.
So my mother is half white, half Mexican. My daddy black. I represent as a black man. Okay, but I have, relationships, close, tight relationships with white people, Mexicans, and black people. And so, although I'm a black man, I sometimes am conflicted at times because I'm like, yeah, I love being black, but I love being Mexican, and I love being white. I mean, that's just who I am. It's kind of like you. It is, bro. And light-skinned people have, I'm telling you, bro, they may not say this, but I'm saying it, nigga. We have this battle inside of us. If you're close to your family, like my grandma Sandy, she's a white woman. I'll tell you like this. She's one of the blackest white women you ever meet as far as how I define black. And so I guess I can spin it into that. I'm kind of doing good. Hold on. Being black,
Doing really good.
I feel like being black is no matter where you come from, what your struggle is, you're able to make the most of it, and on the way turn that shit into a style. You know what I mean? Like make it trendy, stand on it, be proud of who you are. Like, and actually like get the most out of your situation, because I think that's black culture in a sense. But what kind of where it gets uncomfortable to me is like, what's the difference from a white person that lives next door in my same neighborhood that struggled with poverty, struggled and got his stuff out the mud, was grinding. We listen to the same music. We're best friends. His skin is white and mine is darker. Now, I agree. He's not a black man. He's not. But I mean, can he not like embrace our culture in a way, or still be proud and still have that type of style because he's white? And that's where I kind of get conflicted. It's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I'm black and I'm proud, but he's white and he's proud. Like, that's good for you, bro. You're doing your thing. We're similar.
Stay white and proud. Don't try to migrate yourself or import yourself into being black.
Right. Totally agree. But yeah, so that's my take. That's being black to me. I just think it is a good topic, but
Yeah.
Being a light skinned nigga, bro, it's kind of hard. It is sometimes.
You know, that's so interesting, bro. Or Eli, you want to?
No, you got it, John. You got it.
No, that's so. It's so interesting you say that, bro. Because when I was in middle school, I looked for every excuse to pass as white. Like, say I'm mixed.
Right.
I used to look for like pictures of grandparents, and I ended up finding. You always find what you're looking for, but he was like a great grandpa or great something, but he was a slave trader. And like, yeah, he was an Irishman, a slave trader.
Johnsons.
Right. And it was but I used to be proud. Like, I'm looking back right now, I was like, man, I used to be proud that this man was like a slave trader that ended up with a black lineage, and that just didn't sit right with me as I talk about it out loud right now.
Right.
It's what you're talking about though, Trev, is the identity crisis.
Right.
Basically, as we're kids, bro, they always promoted white babies, bro. They always promoted like white everything, like not white babies, but white white babies on TV, but like white dolls and baby. I was something like the baby dolls and stuff. And they did like a test. I want to say it was like the 1960s. They put a black doll and a white doll in front of this little girl, and she picked the white doll. And I honestly used to think like black wasn't. I don't know. I don't want to say it's beautiful, but like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. It's kind of weird as I speak about it out loud right now.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I used to think like black just wasn't it, bro. Like,
Second class.
Yeah, like we're just not as good as white people, honestly.
Yeah.
I used to think that.
Yeah.
And it's very weird. Now I'm like actually saying it out loud.
Yeah, you're like, did I just say that?
Yeah, for real, bro.
I mean, he's being. I mean,
Kind of how we're yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
That's real though.
My view on black now, bro, is I feel like, it's a challenge. That's part of being black. It is, like Trevor said, style with being black, freedoms with being black. I say challenge because challenge is kind of just what we deal with as black males, black people on the daily. But the black male they're trying to make us extinct, bro. So we have a challenge every time we step outside. And I say freedoms, just because. Yes, okay, I'm not saying it's right, but if a white person tries to be like a black person, we look at them a certain way. If a black person is being black, you just being yourself. I kind of think it's weird, but at the same time, like to Trevor's point, like I feel like just we have to deal with stuff no matter if you was my neighbor or not. We got to deal with stuff you probably never have to dream about.
Right.
And
sometimes.
So yeah, but I mean, that's vice versa. They deal with stuff that we don't gotta deal with, like saying nigga, just simple stuff like that. But I like the challenge of being black, bro, because we have basically 400 years, bro. Of it's like a challenge, bro. It's not easy. Like white people that want to be black, like we have 400 years of shit that we gotta erase from our traumatic like gene pool, bro. Basically, like we do stuff that our ancestors that were in slavery was doing, and we don't even know we do it. Which is crazy when you want to talk about trauma, like is being racist passed down. Yeah, I think it is. I think it just happens. It's in your genes, bro. Characteristics are passed down from generation to generation. Being black, bro, is just like it's an honor though, bro. It's like it's one of the coolest things, like when you sit back and look at all the pros of being black, gifts that you're just blessed with, like my hair. I love my hair, and like it's like white people can't grow hair like this, and like that, or any other race can't grow hair like this. Like even Africans, some Africans don't really grow long hair at all. And so like being black, specifically black, it's just so much good that comes with it, so much challenge, like I said. But at the end of the day, it's like I don't know the word, bro. It's like one of those things that you just
It's hard to put it into one word.
yeah, it's like as being somebody who wasn't really happy being black.
Right.
To now, like
it's
I
fun,
wouldn't
bro.
trade this shit for nothing. Yeah, it's fun, bro. It's an experience that sometimes not always a positive experience, but it's like a definitely like a
unique.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. But I feel like I was just rambling, bro.
You good.
It's a hard question, bro, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Slim.
And I think since we've talked about it, our answers have kind of changed a little bit, you know, for the most part. So I think it's a good and valid conversation. I mean, John got real deep on the trauma side of it, which is part of being black. But to me, being black is like I said, you know, earlier, and BJ made fun of me. I said if I could, you know, be anything or die and come back, I'll like make me blacker. You know what I mean? I love being black, and BJ was like, what did you say?
Podcast came a long way, brother.
Yeah, it came a long way. Yeah. He's so much mature now. He's more mature.
He said, I don't think that can happen.
Yeah, I don't think that can happen. Like, yeah, that's what he said. But yeah, you know, I mean, just in that example, I'm not saying BJ did it, because BJ did not do this when I first met him in high school. I did know him in middle school, but you know, he went to another school. But speaking of middle school, you know, I was even, you know, I wouldn't say bullied, you know, maybe because of the person I am. You know, I didn't take it as bully because it didn't bother me to that extent. But being dark wasn't, as far as the dudes, you know, I hung out with I went to school with a bunch of light-skinned niggas, basically. And then Chris Brown was popping, you know, Chris Brown was the guy.
Literally.
Everybody was trying to be like Chris C. Breezy and stuff. And, you know, all my friends, like you black, you just blackity, black. But I've always loved it. Like, I've always because none of the women or girls at school have ever told me that like they didn't like my skin color, or you know that I was ugly because I was black. You know, no one's, because it would never affected me. I was like, as long as a bunch of niggas are saying that, I know they don't want me. I'm cool. That's good for me. You know what I'm saying? But even with that being done, I never hated being black, because that's really all I knew. I mean, it's really all I knew. And I did, like I said, I did grow up with you know, white people at school and stuff, and in some neighborhoods that I lived in. But it was majority the hood for the most part, and for literally most of my childhood, all the way up until like maybe 8th grade. But yeah, man. I mean, being black, I mean, it's what's better. You know what I mean? I love being black. I know all the problems that do come with it, which I think we're going to talk about later. The bad things about black culture that even Kendrick Lamar covered a whole album on and a couple of songs on how we need to change a lot of the black culture. So, you know, but we can get into that later. But as far as being black, if I had to describe it to anyone that's just in the right state of mind, I say being black is freedom. Even though we were slaves, that's the best. It's freedom, the freedom to wear what you want, and that's without the negative black culture, without the black judgment. I'm talking about when you're really intact with who you are and your blackness, and you pretty much, like Trevor was saying, you know, you pretty much create your own blackness. You know, I think being black, you wear what you want, you watch what you want, you listen to what you want. There's no range, you know. I kind of I compare the same thing with hip hop. You know, I see hip hop as freedom. I don't see hip hop as just rap. You know, it's just free. You know, and I think black people are once you tap into, you know, your true self, and we stop ignoring what the other races think, we have the freedom and the ability to do whatever and be whoever we want. You know, and I think that is definitely the direction that we're going in today's society, and I think we need to keep pushing that. So I'm not going to really speak on the bad black culture, because I do have some problems with black culture, and I agree with Trev. You know, I do agree that there are white people that can that have grown up in worse situations than even I have, you know, and they can understand some of the things, you know, that you know, us as Black people go through. But at the same time, because they're white, just like I agree with what John said, there's a couple of things that they're gonna never even, you know, go through. So it's I think it's a thin line, but you know, but yeah, that's my little quick answer. I'm gonna pass it to my wife right now.
I'm excited, John. Good answer, Eli.
Thank you.
I am super excited. I loved everything that y'all said. The bringing up the white people growing up in the ghetto and in the hood, that it was really itching me, because I feel like being Black is not just situational. It's not poor. So, and a lot of Black people do go through that. But that's not the only way you can be Black, is by growing up in the projects or growing up in the hood or struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely understand the sense of, if all you are around is a certain type of person, that's how you're going to be.
Right.
And it's the same thing for Black people that grow up in white neighborhoods, being the only Black kid. It goes the same way.
Yeah.
If I'm adopted by white people, I'm going to act white because that's all I know, you know? So on the situational standpoint, I see where y'all are coming from, but like I said, it is just situational.
Right.
And I can agree with John and Trevin on like being light skinned, being mixed.
What you mixed with, baby?
My grandfather my great grandfather is Black and white and Indian. No, my grandmother is Indian. Sorry. And so,
what about your dad's side?
Eli, bro, you are funny.
My dad's family are from the islands, so they are.
You for real mixed.
Yeah, they are like, there's like Spanish in origin, so like it's different, and it's hard to be Black with Black people and say, hey, yeah, I do have all of this culture. I have these different experiences that I can pull from. And they be like, well, then if you want to rep that, then you're not Black. If you represent anything other than being Black, then you're not Black. And I feel like
that's the negative side.
Sometimes you have to choose, which is not fair to that individual.
Right.
I should be able to express my Latinx experiences and culture and all of that, while also experiencing you know, my white family and, you know, my Indian family, stuff like that. Like, and I feel like because of that mindset, a lot of that has actually been ripped away from my family. So there's so much about myself that I really don't know. And I'm actually like on this journey of like self-discovery as far as that goes. Like, I actually remember growing up and being bullied by my family because I am one of the lightest people in my family.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're white, you're a white girl, you know, and that's annoying. And it's really hard to deal with, especially when you're like, I'm like this much lighter than y'all. Like, and I felt like being light skinned, I always have to defend how Black I am.
Right.
On top of actually like being mixed. You have to always defend yourself. You have to be Blacker than the Blackest person you know. You gotta be Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all wrapped into one. You gotta be ready to fight at all times, you know.
Facts. No, facts.
Like, and I feel like, I don't know if anybody watched Dear White People, but the main character, she's actually mixed. And she is like so pro-Black. She's like, we're not gonna deal with, like, that's honestly how it is being light-skinned. Like, you have to be Blacker than the Blackest person you know in order to be accepted as Black. And it can be challenging sometimes because you're like, dang, is it really that hard to be accepted by my own people?
Yeah.
You know? So I can get that feel from that, as well as speaking historically. I feel like a lot of our characteristics that are passed down from our ancestors are not just trauma related. There's
Right.
a lot of things that I found going through my journey that there's so much that we have in common with Africans without even knowing it. I'm blessed to have been able to be in the service and meeting tons of Africans from different places, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon. You know, shout out
Wow.
to all of my service members. Um, and even I had recently got to experience some African nurses, and they were just telling me their experiences and just watching them and like seeing how they act, how they dressed, how they talked. I feel like I am mostly African in how I move in life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Africans are loud, they are bold, they are eccentric, they are everything that Black people are told that they're too much of, but they are able to do it freely because they're not from America and they don't have that weight on them from slavery.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, I love soul food. It is like
Preach.
it's soul food to me.
Now we talk.
Preach.
Amen. Our food
Even
is crazy. Our food is
Yeah.
crazy.
Facts.
like think about what soul food is. They're like, oh, well, you just get the scraps from what Massa didn't want. But that's not true. And we have to stop telling ourselves that that's true, because in reality, when we were in Africa, we were using the whole animal regardless. So we're not just eating scraps. We're eating every bit of the animal like we do now.
Mm-hmm.
We use every bit of it, from okra to sweet potatoes. All of that comes from Africa. Liking like a dirty rice or like a Cajun rice, that stuff, that's African in origin. All of that stuff we brought with us. We had to sneak it in.
They braided it in their hair. On the
Yeah, we had
ships.
to sneak it in, but it's ours. And I feel like that sometimes we let history kind of brainwash us into thinking that we just really just gave up everything. And that's so not true.
Mhm.
And I personally think that being Black is, like Elijah said, it's freedom to be whoever you want to be.
Mhm.
So becoming an adult and being able to think on my own and find stuff out on my own, I found that I I love soul food. I love Mexican food.
Facts.
I resonate with those people just as much as I resonate with, you know, the Black person sitting next to me. Like that stuff draws to me. And I feel like it's not just because I like that stuff just from just random experience. I feel like it's because it's a part of me. It's a part
Right.
of who I am. And it kind of, and once I feel like learning more about myself, it makes sense why I love this stuff so much. Like, duh.
Amen.
Yeah.
It's a part of me. How could I not love it? And
Right.
so
See, Johnson, what you're saying is so tight because you know how I often talk about we too much of our history starts as slaves, right? That's 400 years of Black skin history, brown, just brown skin history. But
Right.
if we have tens of thousands of years of African, history that was a part of us. And so when we talk about, like you're talking about, characteristics from our ancestors and enjoying stuff from Africa, like us doing stuff that we do, like that, 400 years can't erase probably 10,000 years worth of,
Right.
things that we have a part of us. And that's so real. It's like, colors they wear, like they wear bright colors. And going to school at Prairie View, I met so many Africans. it's something I did get here in Oklahoma. I really don't even know any Africans in Oklahoma, but at Prairie View, it was kind of a culture shock because I did see Africans. And I was like, damn, y'all. You could kind of tell the difference between an African and a black person.
You definitely can.
Yeah.
But but you when we at parties, bro, they dancing with us like we dance. They really fit in well. The only difference is their appearance on Prairie View campus. And of course, when they want to step out, they pull out their dashikis and stuff. But it's fire seeing that, bro, as black people, because I mean, we talk about culture, Eli, like you brought up, right? But our culture has, like you said, bro, we have some negative stuff associated, in middle school, bro, or elementary. If you're African, bro, you're getting talked about, called an African booty scratcher. And that's from all of my line brothers, bro. They said they all got called an African booty scratcher. Like,
that's crazy.
And it's bad. But I just think about like, and niggas was born in Houston. Like, it's not like they're from Africa. They're American. But I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think? I mean, everybody can have their own perspective on this, but what is the cons of how because being black is essentially our culture. Like, I can't say we're African, but our culture is, if you want to go to history, is all those African peoples that got mixed together and ended up here, had to intermingle and create a different type of culture that's different than what they have. So I just want to ask y'all, what do y'all think is, y'all can give, two of y'all can give pros, or we have 5 of us, so we could get 3 pros and 2 cons of our culture, coming from each and every one of y'all.
Yeah. I think, man, some of the cons, like kind of how we spoke on, is the and I don't, for say, like I said, this is coming from more of just black American, black culture.
Yeah.
Is the box that we put ourselves in sometimes, on the limit of all the things that you can do. If you do this, then that's white. You know what I mean? If you do that, then that's white.
Speaking proper, I will never understand why speaking proper is white.
Yeah, speaking proper is white.
I had that my whole life, bro.
For some reason, people thought watching anime was white, when that's that's,
Asian.
It's Asian, so just ignorant, ignorant stuff, and I think that's one of the biggest problems that I want to see us as black people move from, is that box that we put ourselves in, whether it's speaking on the traumas, because like y'all said, there's also a lot of good things. It's perspective. Life is perspective. I don't like when people say, they're a product of their environment. You can be a product of whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? Yes, to a certain extent, to a certain age, you're going to have to live in that environment, and that's going to be what it be, but there's going to come a time to where you're going to be able to make your own decision. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's going to be hard or tough, but there's people that have been in worse problems, but did not do those things. You know what I mean? I know we kind of talked about it, on past episodes, but just simple stuff like that, man. I think we are so mentally trapped. Yes, we know the trauma comes from slavery and a lot of things that did happen to us in slavery. Kendrick, he talked about the trauma from why black people don't talk about sexual harassment in the family. And that's from trauma leading back to when the masters used to make us rape each other and make us watch. There's just so much terrible things that but there comes a time to where Kendrick now is saying today, though, we need to talk about these things. Like, stop tap dancing around the conversation. Like, we need to start making the change eventually. Like, yes, we know where it started and where the hurt came from. We're starting to acknowledge it. And then now it's time for the change, though, because you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay in that box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would be one of the cons, but I don't think it is a con. I think it's just an opportunity for us to move together better as a people. Everything doesn't have to be black just because there's white people there, Hispanics there. I think we need to come together culturally. Our culture should be just anybody. Anybody should be able to be part of our culture if it's genuine and it's, because I know some white people that they get it for the most part. Like Trev said, Trev grew up literally. He probably grew up and been through some black situations with some of his white family. You know what I mean? You never know. So I think we do need to come together as a people and really get back to really the Bible and just love and all. You know what I mean?
Okay, can I please cook?
Please, Trey.
Go ahead,
I feel like in the words of Eli, man, God is putting this on my heart, man.
Go ahead, Trey, man. Go ahead, man.
Because I think it's my duty, bro, as a multiracial man to really give the perspective, bro. Because I am a proud black man, but on the other end, I'm a proud Mexican man. I'm a proud white man. I am, and it's like black people don't have the opportunity. I look at it as like a blessing to be able to be exposed to multiple cultures,
right?
Because majority of black men don't, and so it's like they're not going to be proud about something that they don't know about, and you shouldn't be. The same way, like you, John, like you're saying, you're a white man, you're not black. You can't be, trying to be a black man. You can't be proud. That's not you. And so I was blessed to have the opportunity, bro. And my mom, I was raised by my mom and dad. They were in the household and they were both great parents. And my dad's a black man. I definitely represent as a black man. But my mom, I got to give a shout out to my mom, man. This perspective comes from my mom. She looks at people like souls. Everybody is a soul. She literally looks at color like it's clear. Like it's funny, bro. My mom, she would crack up because she would be like, right now, if we were having this conversation, all of y'all's skin is clear to her, bro. She don't see color. She sees
Trev, go ahead.
Wait, go ahead. She sees heart, your voice, your love, who you are. She sees character. It's like she doesn't look at it like a race thing. It's like that's just not in her. And my mom she's a Mexican woman. She's a minority. Like if you ask her, she's Mexican. She doesn't represent herself as white. She doesn't say white. She says Mexican. So of course she understands culture and race, but like I get that to an extent. Like you're saying, John, I don't agree with it all the way through because I think we should all embrace our culture. If you're a black man, embrace it. Stand on it. But I do think sometimes we get too deep into that, and so like I would say a con, of black culture at times is we're just too judgmental of other cultures, bro. Yeah. We are naturally. We're just like, because so much has been done to us, we stand on us, and we just really picky, bro, and judgmental of others. And so like starting to get into my life, bro, white culture. My next door neighbor, his name is Dale. When I first met him, he said, I'm a redneck, but I'm the coolest redneck you'll ever meet. He had a Trump banner in his garage. And when I walked into the house, I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to look over my shoulder. I don't trust this.
Heck yeah.
Straight from my daddy. My daddy back of my head like, damn, I got to lock the doors and tripping. Bro, this man has cut my yard. He gives my son popsicles, bro, out of nowhere. I had a conversation with him for 2 hours outside. And I'm just like, nigga, I got to go inside and be with my family. Bro, he loves me. He loves my family. Like, always checking in on Jaden. The coolest redneck or whatever that he, whoever he calls himself, I've ever met in my life. And I've been here for like a year and some change. I see him every day. Deuces, bro. Like, we're so quick to judge, but rightfully so. Rightfully so. We've been through a lot, bro. It's like we have so much pain. We don't trust nobody. Black people we don't really trust nobody. Yeah. And so it's like, that's one example, but, I can go with my white family, hang out with Jay Russell. I can go hunting with Drew and, my white family. Like I go to Kansas and it's 100 Mexicans that I haven't seen in a year, but they coming and hugging me, kissing me all drunk on my cheek. I'm like, I don't even know you like that. That's culture. That's their culture. They just real, affectionate when I don't even know you. And then I go to my black side, bro. Y'all know how black people get down. Yeah. Love, dapping it up. We cooling. And it's like, bro, I'm looking at it like it's all everybody has their own culture, bro. But at the end of the day, it's love, bro. Like a good person's a good person regardless, bro.
I agree.
It's all
No, I wasn't going against that. I would
Right.
well first, bro, I do want to say I forgot what I was gonna say. First, I do want to talk about I think your mom does see color. I'm
Right.
against the phrase I don't see color. I don't like that phrase personally.
Hmm.
Because by accepting who I am, you have to accept me being black. Like is
That was deep.
you have
Yeah, that was deep, John.
yeah to understand me you have to understand you have to see that I'm black.
Right.
And if we try to that's like trying to treat a white person like you would treat a black person. I'm not saying that you treat them differently, but there's different ways you maneuver and there's different things you can say and different things. Like imagine if white people talk to us like they talk to their friends. And
Right.
I think your mom does see color.
Right.
But she's just a great human. Like color doesn't matter.
Matter.
Like that's
Yeah.
not a thing. Then I wanted to speak about I don't know if this a black thing, Trev, about white people or us being judgmental of the race. I think every race is judgmental. I have Mexican friends I met when I started at PV, and
Right.
I heard about some of their comments about Black Lives Matter. Black people are lazy. They need to get up and work.
Mexicans say, "Oh, okay, yeah."
And we know white people judge black people. So I think it's just every race is looking out from the outside in of other people's race. And I think we just all need
Right.
to mind our business. Like David Banner said, he said black people need to be more racist. I think we're too kind and it's a radical statement, but he said
I
you
know
think
what you
about
mean,
it.
though.
White people are gonna put white people on before they put a black person on. Mexicans are gonna put a Mexican on before they put a black person on. So why are black people the only ones still trying to? I mean, now it's changing. Now black people are putting black people on, but
I know what you mean.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think it's a universal thing. I would say one of our cons as a culture, and Eli, you were talking about judgmental as far as inside the culture. I love our black they're not leaders. We need to quit looking at people to be leaders and just be your own leader, and people are going to look at you as a leader to be a leader. But
Right.
you got people like Tyler the Creator over here, right, who paints his nails turquoise. He dresses funny, different, but then we still got our trap rappers that dress like this. Like Pharrell is a great example. Andre 3000 when he started flipping the script, Erykah Badu, they've kind of like broken out of this mental cage, this box. And people gave Kanye slack for saying slavery is a choice. It was a choice. I think mentally we're still, like y'all are saying, we keep going back to the slavery mindset and following things slaves did out of survival. That's the difference. They did it out of survival. We're doing it just living life.
Right.
We have to break free of that. And I think being judgmental, a lot of stuff Kendrick was talking about is slave choices we're making mentally. It's just getting in touch with that. So I agree, bro. I think that's one of our biggest cons is judgmental, bro. Like, y'all know Devontae and my sister. Jaws, I'm with you. They used to be like, I don't even know why you that color. I don't think you from our parents. For real.
No, fact.
And so I'm like,
I used to get them looks too, bro. And I'm talking.
yeah, maybe y'all know something I don't know. I'm like, why am I the only light skin one?
You had you really thinking.
Well,
for years.
because back in the day, they're trying to break that thing of like light skins were better. Light skins were in the house during that time.
Right.
They were trying to break that mold, forcing it to go the other way. And it's like
it worked though. We did like darker slaves did hate the house niggas. They did it, and that still goes on today.
We gotta break. We gotta break that, man.
Yeah,
it's my grandmother.
I understand why though. Like, no one had it better. Like,
well, in a sense, that's the way.
I can speak for my grandma.
You understand how light-skinned Africans how Africans started turning light skin, right? It wasn't a choice.
No, well, I'm saying.
So, like, come on now.
My grandmother, she had to integrate a black and white school. She told me when she was younger coming up, because she's light. She is light. Trev, she might be lighter than you, but she's black. But they were
Mhm.
called mulattoes during that time.
Right.
A mulatto, they had hair tests to get in certain churches. They walked through the door, and if a comb went straight through your hair,
Wow.
then you could go to this church. If you couldn't, you got to go down the street.
Damn, what
Or
was
they
bad
had a
hair
paper.
day?
You can't have a bad hair day being mulatto, bro.
Damn.
Did y'all see that show with about Madam C.J. Walker? I think it was her. You seen it, Jocelyn?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. Like they looked at your hair a certain way. If your hair was nappy, they like.
Dang.
And paper bag test. I mean, it's all just stuff to put separate, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, Jaws. I mean, I'm sorry if you was cooking. My fault about your pros and cons of being black.
What's your cons of being black?
Oh, my cons. Yeah, I would say like it's the box, like, and not necessarily not just for black culture. It's the box for everything.
Yeah.
Like when I go to check the box, and they're like, "Are you black? Are you white? Are you island specific? Like Pacific? I mean, like, what is it? Like, what are you?"
Right.
I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I check 3. I check 2. I check the Latino and black. That's what I do every time.
Yeah, right? So you're just like, I mean, I guess it kind of matters a little bit for health reasons, but like, you don't need to know what color I am so I could take this test.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't like having to check the box.
You know, and I like what you said earlier too, Josh, about just the good things about us using the whole animal, and that's why I mentioned we need to escape. Yes, I agree 100% with John that we need to build as a black people, as a black community. We need to build together, but that can't be our only goal. We need to eventually want to build with the other races and stuff like that, and because that's how this world is supposed to operate. She mentioned how we use the entire animal. That's because that's religion. That's biblical. You're supposed to wasting anything is a sin. You know what I mean? And that's part of where that comes from. Us wasting each other on this planet because you're not white, or because you're not black, or because you're not Mexican. We're wasting each other if we continue to think that all we need is us. That's not the way God intended this earth to work, to operate. And that's one of the boxes that, and I get what you're saying too.
We'll get there eventually.
We will get there eventually.
But you got to start. Yeah.
But we have to see. But that's not even in a lot of black people's head.
Right,
is what I'm saying. And that's
what. Oh hell no, bro.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not even in black people's. A lot of black people.
Nigga won't even give.
But it's not
haircut by a white barber, like nigga.
Right. And I'm not just
that's crazy because I would not do that.
Hold on, wait a minute, Trev. Now wait a minute, Trev.
I would not do that.
Wait a minute now.
That's slightly different.
That's racist.
You mean to tell me that's not happening? I know. No.
Okay, listen.
I'm not getting my hair cut by a white
Okay,
barber.
I'm glad we're on the hair subject because I was going
If
to go
he's
there.
cold, he's
all
cold.
have different textures, and I want to know, especially for Trevin, I want to know your relationship with your hair, as far as like how you feel like people see you and how you see yourself. But I think I want to give that question to everybody because I see that everybody has something different going on. You have dreads. Eli's doing the fro right now.
Eli?
Curly fro. That's growing.
Yeah,
I'm in the ugly phase.
Yeah, he's in he's got that baby fro.
Yeah.
That
you seen it at the wedding. Don't play.
Yeah.
He's got
Seen the
that
curls
baby
coming.
fro growing. And BJ's over there with the waves. I have braids. I'll talk about my hair journey.
So I want to start off by saying, I had a hard life growing up with this nappy ass fro.
Your hair was beautiful.
He's just being honest.
Okay, I'll put it this way. I'm just being real, bro.
No such thing as bad hair.
I agree. But compared to my brothers, like, well, Landon, for instance, bro. Landon don't grow his hair out, bro. But when he was a kid, bro, like Jaden's hair. Landon had like curly, long locks, bro. Like really good hair. There's no such thing as bad hair, but like, just I wish I had Landon's hair.
You wish you had that texture.
Exactly. And Cameron's hair texture curls really easily.
Good,
like,
yeah.
I just have the fro, I had the fro. And I feel like even girls that I would talk to, I could tell like, man, I love your hair, but it was almost like damn, I thought it would be a little more, damn. But I've learned to love my fro. Because one thing I will say, there was a point in time was whenever I pick my fro out and get it shaped up, bro, it was like Steve Harvey, like crispy. Like I had the best fro growing up, and now I kind of just style it. Like I like my hair, and I'm not cutting it no time soon. I like to just keep it at this length though.
Yeah.
But it took me a while. Because like most people think like light skin, you got Mexican white in you. You should be having that, the spinning, but no.
DJ, you want to go next?
Oh, what's the question, y'all?
About hair. How do you? I mean, your hair journey. I mean, how important is your hair as a black?
I feel like waves, especially, is
Black.
is the blackest
It's the key to black.
hair. Yeah, like that's the one thing a white boy or whatever can't do this, sir.
Right.
Like you can't. Like even like the little white guy, like Brian, how do you get your waves like that? Like just wave grease.
Don't worry about it,
I
sweetheart.
don't know. I just
Don't worry about it.
But since I'm already talking, because I haven't spoken on
Your
the cons, what I will say in a sidebar, I do want to say how important in my blackness going to a historically black college.
There we go.
That was probably the best, and not knowing what it was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the best thing I could have done in my life.
Facts.
Amen.
Because that just changed the whole trajectory of my black. Like I'm black.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at the highest level. Like going to HBCU is like literally like black heaven.
Facts.
Like
bro, facts.
all your teachers black. The janitor's black.
No, I
This
felt
is
that too. That's like that.
black heaven. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is whoo, right?
Yeah.
But on the cons, what I will say, I feel like the self-hate, I think that's probably at the top. That's at the top of the list. I was literally just with my mom, I'll say last weekend, and we were out, and it was this guy, he was he kind of said something slick to my mom, but like basically complimenting her, like that she looked good. This lady we was with, she said, he only said that because you light skinned.
Woo!
I was like,
I'm sorry.
right? So it's like, I ain't gonna say what happened after that, but it's like, just that,
I want to know what happened after.
that self-hate. I ain't gonna, I ain't.
I want to
don't
know
know.
too, 'cause I'm like, is this
Especially in front of you, DJ.
like,
After the pod.
So no. So this was like another. So like this is another one, like one of my mom's friends. Like this is,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So
okay.
just stuff like that, like that
Yeah.
skin conversation that we got into. It's so real because it's the self-hate, bro.
Yeah.
Like unintentionally, like even like in track when I made the statement of because I always covered up, like I always like had like a hat on or like some over my hat or, like over my face. So I would say because I don't want to get dark, but there was some niggas on the team like that's dark. I'm like, well, nigga, what's wrong with that? So it's like even stuff like that, unintentionally, that's self-hate. Like
Right.
I don't want to be dark.
Right.
Saying there's something wrong with you.
With
So
being
yeah, so
dark.
it's like
Yeah.
just unintentionally, bro. It's like it's so much self-hate, and I feel like that's probably the top of the.
That's real, bro.
That's
That
the
is-
probably
Having to unlearn
the
all
top.
of
Yeah,
that.
unlearning so much,
Great
bro.
answer. Yeah.
And to be honest, now it kind of switched. Sorry, Trev, but like now the dark skinned niggas is what they want.
Oh, they winning.
Yeah,
Man.
like
I'm over-
they
I'm
like
soft,
it's
I'm
like
great.
the whole
grew up.
everything
It was
flipped.
like, I want a man. All right.
I was
like,
Come on.
That's what they said. That's
I
what
know
they
you guys
said.
all.
Bro,
Bro,
like literally it went
I'm
from
still losing the
bro,
color game.
no, bro, it went from light skin, like you had all the girls then it flipped. Now light skinned, you crybabies, you soft,
Soft.
You
You
know,
know,
gay,
yeah,
like
yeah.
just all kind of, and it's like,
Yeah.
get your feet done because you want healthy feet.
man, it's like,
Okay.
and all that self hate, bro. So it's
Self-hate.
like, I think that's probably like at the top of the list
I like that answer, BJ.
of the cons, bro.
Hey man, I got something to say, bro. If you don't like black women, just say you don't like black women.
Oh, I
Don't
wanted to get there.
associate it
I want to get
with
there.
color.
Oh my!
Like
No, don't associate because they're ghetto or loud.
Oh, no, I thought she was gonna go somewhere else.
You know, a lot of times, bro, people, and I was a victim of this a while back, bro. People will say, I would say, I don't like black girls because they're ghetto. At the end of it all, that's not why I didn't like black girls. I just don't like ghetto girls. You know what I'm saying? I don't like in this instead of music. I just like this is my preference, or this is what I like. Don't associate the adjective.
Come on, look at that growth. Come on,
Don't associate the adjective
maturity.
with skin color.
We need to talk to a high school. We need to. I wish a high school was in front of me.
I agree.
I just want to just preach to these young niggas, man, because it's bad out here, son.
We need
do a TED Talk.
We need to do that. We all went to Midwest City. That's what we needed.
Go to Midwest City. I need the young, because bro, my look.
We could really get in the PAC.
No.
Or we could do a pod in the PAC.
Okay, all right. Anyways, though,
No, but it's being black, man. I know we're about to wrap up. I do want to close this out, bro. Being black, man, is special. It comes with challenges. It comes with pros. It comes with cons, man. You know, we're not gonna single it out and say the grass green on the other side. We're not that other side, so we don't know about the other side. But I just know for the black people, my community, our community, bro, man, we just grow, man. We keep growing. I love how we're evolving, bro. The shit that we used to do 4 years ago, we kind of off that. I think we just need to continue just to unlearn, you know, some of these things. One of my books, you know, I skimmed over. I really didn't read it, I'll be honest, but it's called Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. I would look at that. I would not look at it. I'll read it, and I'll read it with y'all. If y'all want to do a book club, bro, and we all read,
I like that.
Just let me know. You know, I'll do it. Post-traumatic slave syndrome, and it's about the future generation, man. So if we fix ourselves, our future generation is going to have a much better time. And when you recognize the things we did wrong, which I did from reading some of the things in that book, I won't do that for my son, because a lot of stuff we do is things our ancestors did for survival. Mm-hmm. And now we're just doing it just because. And it's detrimental because the children then knew why it was happening.
Right.
Now our kids are just victims of stuff that we're doing. So I want to get into our listener letter before we close out. Ooh, it's a lot. It says it seems more like he's just talking to you, Eli. It's a conversation. I think it's because he's talking to you. He said, "Hello, this is for you, Eli. We know him, bro. Cool guy.
Okay.
Like I said, he's just chopping it up with you. He says, bro, I had a good week. It could have been better, but I'm good. My truck messed up again. But hey, whatever. My brother and I are okay. He came up to visit me from Houston. Bro, I got put on a big project out here, building a fat parking garage, LOL. Sometimes I'm at work seeing what I'm doing and I tell myself, damn, I'm building a big ass parking garage. It's funny to me. I've come a long way because I don't give myself enough credit, but because this was an expectation being a first gen graduate. So sometimes it feels like I haven't done anything big yet, but I graduated school, have a great job, surrounded by people who love me. Shit, I'm out the D already. He said, I'm about ready to be a dad. JK, LOL. But man, I sit back and think about how far I've come and I get emotional. I don't live at home in Houston, so I can't get home to my parents and my brother and tell them all the cool stuff I see. I don't see my brother every day and go out and do stuff with him like we would always do something, whether it be errands or just hang. I miss seeing my sisters. They're so funny and they're growing. And I'm not seeing that. I miss my parents, my dad a lot. I wish I was down there. I miss my mom. She's been a real one, always has been. I miss Jocelyn. I don't see my girl every day like I used to. Jocelyn. Seeing her smile, I miss that the most. Sometimes it hits me. I don't live in Houston anymore. You know, I'm proud of myself. I'm learning a lot about myself. It sucks being alone, and that isn't the toughest part. It's a part of growing up. I remember that God loves me and my family and my girl. I remember that I'm up here doing what I have to do. It isn't easy calling someone down in Houston to talk to because people get busy. People so fake. Shaking my head, JKL. I'll be all right. I always will be.
And who was that from?
How you know that was to Eli?
He said, "This is for you, Eli," with a heart.
Oh.
Do you know who it is?
No, I'm confused.
It's our visionary Christian. He didn't say he wanted. He didn't say
Christian.
don't mention.
Yeah. My guy. Okay.
Christian's amazing, dude, bro. I think he was just giving a life update. I guess y'all probably haven't talked in a while.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, so I feel like it's just to catch up.
Look, she looking like what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Introduce me?
I mean, you know, I think y'all met like once or twice.
Well, he said Jocelyn. That's his girl.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said Jocelyn.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know, man.
Did y'all talk about missing seeing your smile? Yeah, because I seen it was like talking about missing your smile. I was like, let me clarify.
Yeah,
This is
I'm like,
Jocelyn.
I don't know whoever this is. I don't know. So I'm like,
I do not know this man.
No.
Thanks for the listening letter, Christian, man. Thanks for that, bro. I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. Life is tough. You know, you have to make moves, you know, to better your life sometimes, but life is a circle, man. It always comes from a circle, man. So greatness is always on the other side of it, bro. So keep doing you, man. Proud of you.
And Chris,
Wow,
knowing Chris, bro, Chris is one of those people that's unapologetically Chris. Like,
Yeah.
Good.
like to the max. So, no, Chris, bro, just keep doing your thing, man. Don't let the pressures of being a first gen graduate try to hold you back, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? You're doing big things. Just I know you told me your brother is starting at U of H. Without seeing you graduate, bro, he probably is not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You like laid a foundation, and you like showed him what's achievable. So just remember, bro, all your people, your little sisters, they're watching you, your little cousins, your nephews, not nephews, but your cousins, they're watching, bro. So just continue, bro, to keep doing what you're doing, man. You're on the right path, bro. I know your parents is proud of you, bro. You're literally, bro, laying a foundation for your seed, literally. So keep doing what you're doing.
Shout out to you, man.
Trevin, bro, where can they find us at?
You can find us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, leave a comment, engage with us, all that.
There we go. And Eli, bro, where can they get in contact with us?
Yes, man. Just like that beautiful listener letter, man. clearvisionpod@gmail.com. clearvisionpod@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know what you feel, how you feeling. It ain't even got to be about a specific topic like that, man. We just want to hear from our viewers and our community, man. That's our way of showing love. So you guys can also have your part on the show. Also, you don't have to go to the Gmail if you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching our videos, or if it's just a clip and you want to leave your listener letter there, let us know it's your listener letter, and we will definitely get you right, get you on the show. And if you want to be on the show, hit that email though. If you want to be on the show, hit that email up, and we will get you scheduled out and get you connected, because I think we have a bunch of beautiful perspectives in our community that needs to be shown. So
Wow.
I agree.
We needed that. Yeah.
Hey, BJ, bro, where can they send us donations, bro?
Oh man, do you love yourself?
Come on.
Do you love your mother?
commercial.
Wow. I hope.
Do you love being black?
If you love yourself, if you love your mother, that means you love Clear Vision Podcast, man. Make sure you bless us, bless our movement, support us.
Yeah.
By blessing our Cash App, $ Clear Vision Pod, man.
Wow, bro. BJ, I think ever since I've transferred over to you, bro, I feel like we've gotten more donations. Shout out to everybody who's donated.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, man. You see it.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Clear Vision Pod. And, bro, y'all, I want to start saying something at the end of every episode is let's all start being more patient with everybody. Everybody's walking through life trying to figure it out the best way they know how. We're all singular humans, bro. We don't think the same. We have different viewpoints and stuff. So let's just be patient, bro, and understanding, and start showing a little more empathy. Like, especially all of us on this show, we all don't agree on everything. But one thing that's always there is love and Respect. Facts. And so let's just continue to do that and grow, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the pod.
Yo, yo, yo.